Hello everyone. I was working on some seeds and I didn't have my camera with me, but I did have my phone with me. And since my phone was with me, I decided to go ahead and plant a few lettuce seeds and a few herbs. And I did it without you, but I stopped so I can at least tell you everything that I'm doing right now. So in these two trays here, I have some very, very dry, and I do mean very dry, seed starting mix in these two containers. And I have my labels in already in these two containers. And I got it on this mat because they so dry it's just coming out the bottom, y'all. Anyway, we'll have them on this mat right here of all the different things that I am just about to get ready to start. So let's talk about what I'm starting. I'm going to start all different types of lettuce with the exception of two different types of herbs. So the lettuce I'm starting, I am going to start a Merlot, which is a red loose leaf lettuce. Y'all, I love Merlot. One of my favorite lettuces. I just like the deep colors and everything. And this will be one of the plants that we will use to replace something else when it finishes up and we need to add more plants. So there's Merlot. Pablo, which is a heading lettuce, but isn't that gorgeous, y'all? It's from Baker's Creek. It's a like iceberg lettuce, but y'all, you see the colors on there. Look at the reds on there along with the greens. And y'all, here's a picture of what it looked like out of my garden from last year. I'm also going to do a butter crunch as well. This one was an old seed from GreenStalk that I've had a long time. Butter crunch is a buttery, crunchy head of lettuce. Not like iceberg, but is, you know, a nice compact head of lettuce. There are planting instructions on the back here to tell you how to plant it in your GreenStalk if you were going to put this in a GreenStalk. And I'm not 100% sure where it's going to go. So we are going to just use the GreenStalk seed starter kit that I'm using right here to start the seeds today. The next seed we're going to do is Dynamite, and I'll put a picture up to the side here of Dynamite. This is another one of those lettuces. It's probably a butter head style, which it says right there. It is a butter head style lettuce. Y'all, it is gorgeous. I've been growing this one indoors for about 4 years now. I've grown it in individual little pots. I've grown it in my GreenStalk. I've grown it pretty much everywhere. And I love this one. It says it's 65 days or 65 to 75 days to harvest, but it's lettuce, y'all. You can pick it at any time. I'm also doing Lantus Winter, which actually does really, really well once it starts getting cold, but it's going to do well regardless. We're not in the heat of summer, so we're not worried about bolting around here. We're just worried about eating it fast enough. But we don't have to worry about that too much because little buttons helps us with that. I'm also going to do one romaine style lettuce, which is this crisp mint. I like the size of these heads. They're not huge and massive like the Paris white romaine lettuce, but it's a decent sized head. I've grown it often in my GreenStalk. I haven't really grown it anywhere other than my GreenStalk that I can recall, but it always does really well for me. Let's see if there's anything interesting about it. Romaine type, which we know is a mint green. Okay, it's sweet and crunchy. Sounds good. That's the only romaine type lettuce that I'm going to grow today. I'm also going to do salad bowl, which is a blend of a lot of different types of lettuces mixed together. They're all loose leaf, but it's a good mixture of lettuce. And I got these seeds from Vivosun, however you say it, but that's where these seeds came from. It doesn't tell me which loose leaf lettuces are included in here, but whatever the salad bowl blend is, I'm sure is delicious. I've grown it with other name brands before, right, from other companies, and it's always done amazing. I just like the fact that there's multiple colors coming out of that pot or that pocket of my GreenStalk. And the last lettuce that we're going to start is a winter density. And I got these from Wood Prairie Farms a long time ago. And my mind is similar to the Lantus Winter is what it reminds me of. But this is, I'm about out of seeds, y'all. I've had these for a while now. But it's very good. And it's another one that does really well in cool weather. So the Lantus Winter and the Winter Density, I might be able to get it outside faster than some of the other lettuce. Now, all of your lettuce are cool season crops, but it's -7 outside, straight -7 degrees outside right now, Fahrenheit. So lettuce, nothing's going to survive that in my garden. So now let's skip over here and talk about the 2 different types of herbs that we're going to start right now. I'm going to do this Thai sweet basil. It was a free seed from Baker Creek. Yeah, y'all, went on Baker Creek to get what I thought I needed, and I ended up with a lot more than what I needed. I got so much stuff, y'all, they gave me free seeds. Back to the Thai basil. It's a free seed, Thai basil. I think I've grown it before, but not lately. But we're going to grow a couple pockets of Thai basil as well. It is an annual, as it says here on the pack. It says it's a complex, flavorful herb and is great in Thai cuisine. It says the flavor is spicy and sweet with notes of anise, I think is how you say that. Now, my daughter and her husband love all kinds of Thai food, and I know she loves basil as well. So I figured this would be a good one that I can grow quite a bit of, dry it, and give it to her as a gift for next Christmas. And the last herb that I'm going to grow is the rosemary. Yeah, y'all, I remembered to buy some rosemary. I forgot the first 2 or 3 times I went to websites, but I ended up getting this rosy rosemary. It's tender, and it's a perennial for some areas, not all, but for some areas it is a perennial. Now, I do have rosemary growing over at the neighbors. It comes back every year in these random places where it really shouldn't be. But I've had a hard time getting rosemary to germinate over the last couple of years. So we're going to give rosemary another try. So that's everything that I'm starting right now. I'm going to plant everything per the directions on the seed packs. And the seed packs usually tells you how deep to plant your seeds. Lettuce, I think, is like 1/4 of an inch, I think. Let me look at a pack or 2 and see what it says. 1/4 of an inch for lettuce. So we will plant these per the directions on the seed pack. I already have the seeds in each and every one of the containers here. They're already in, but I haven't covered them up yet. Y'all, to cover them up, I'm going to do this the easy way. Look at this. I'm just going to give them a good mix. That should be close enough to 1/4 of an inch for all of the different lettuce here. The soil is so dry that I'm scared to pick these up because all of the dirt's going to just fall out the bottom. But anyway, we're going to give them a good mix. And y'all, I am reusing some of my markers from years ago. So when I get ready to take it out of this space and plant it, I can use both of these markers to plant it in the new cell that is going to go in. That way I won't forget what I'm growing, especially with some of the green lettuce. Now, Pablo, I'll always know what Pablo is, and I'll know what rosemary is when I am seeing it come up. Same thing with Merlot, because they're very distinct colors and textures and leaf shapes. But some of this green stuff, y'all, I can't tell you what it is. It's all mixed in. Now I need to get this over to the seed starting station without letting all the dirt fall out the bottom. I think we're going to be okay, but y'all, this is so dry. We'll get it over to the seed starting station, and then we'll give it a good spray on top, and we'll make sure we're watering from the bottom. So let's head over there. I have a spot right there. And I have a spot right here. Now, these are not under the light right now. They're not, because the light's all the way in the back. I don't have much light here in the front. We should be okay until they germinate. By the time these germinate and they get true leaves, I will have moved some things from over here, and I'll be able to move those over here so they can get proper lighting. But for now, they should be okay right here. So let's get some water in the bottom. And I intentionally didn't water this tray because I knew I was coming to do this. And then I'm going to take my spray bottle and spray the tops of all of these pockets. Remember what I said, anytime I'm starting seeds, we always spray the top. And this is the only time we spray the top. Now this is seed starting mix. It is not Happy Frog. Y'all, it soaked all that water up. Let me add some more water. It's going to soak it up from the bottom, and then they're going to get real happy real fast. So that's the herbs and the lettuce that we're starting today. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you're growing with me, there you go. Start some more lettuce and a few more herbs. Let's keep this party going, y'all. Let's grow some seeds. So I hope you enjoyed the quick clip. Until next time, and I hope there'll be a next time that you hang out with me at Kim's Cozy Corner. Bye, everybody.